What's up guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and the Warhammer 40k mod. Today we're back on Mars, the very same map GrumpyKittenAce made for us for the first episode of the Mars series that we just started. If you missed episode 1, be sure to head back to the channel and watch the first episode called the Ivonium War on Mars. I do believe it is my most well-made Men of War video. It definitely took me the longest to make, and I am super grateful to have GrumpyKittenAce be the main mapper for that series. He also has a channel that you should check out right now. There's going to be a link in the description box below. On his channel, you can also find a preview of the upcoming map. He's made a speed build of the map we're going to use for episode 2. I am super excited because episode 2 is going to be super action intense. It's going to take it to a whole new level. The first episode was very story based. We explained the whole setting and got everyone into the mood. We're going to jump back into some classic Men of War style battles with that series for the next couple of episodes, so do enjoy that. But here we are in Warhammer 40k. We're on the same Mars map used for that first episode, although the map has been edited by me. As you can tell, there's no energy extraction site over here, and you know there's a lot more rocks. One could think that this is the very same scenery and location, but thousands of years into the future during Warhammer, because of course, as we know, part of Warhammer 40k is set in our galaxy, and it's a continuation of our reality, so to speak. So it's based on humanity, and 2018 in Warhammer 40k is the same 2018 as today, essentially. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The Mars base used to be over here, and we had the radio tower up on the heights over here, but now it's been entirely modified to suit this, and it's going to be one hell of a battle. It's going to be a pretty long video, so I'm going to go ahead and click start. We're going to get going straight away. I've got a minimap in the top left corner. I'm going to activate it now just briefly. You can see the Imperial Guard. Tallarn, to be exact. We'll take a look at the Tallarn Guardsmen soon, coming out of the left side here in big formations. Now, the reason why they are spawning first here is because the first wave they're up against is Kroot. They're up against Kroot forces, part of the greater Tau Empire, so to speak. And they're kind of interesting. I believe Tau, to me, reminds me a lot of, the Covenant. They have several species and races, part of a greater kind of union. And they sit on the same rank and rights of the actual native Tau people, so to speak. So that's super cool. And they're coming out here. They look, I don't know, they look special. They look like the Needlers in, or the Jackals in Halo. Super cool and very deadly shots. Very sustainable fighters, so to speak. A small amount can take on a big and large amount of Imperial Guardsmen, as you can already tell. There's about 100 Tallarn Guardsmen per unit, or per wave, rather. And there's about, I think, 18 to 20 Kroot per wave, so they're quite outnumbered, but as you can tell, they're making a good stand here, and they're super fast. They navigate the field super quickly, and they're great shots too. So they're going to be running circles around our guardsmen. Now the second wave has arrived here for the Tau, and it is actually Tau Pathfinders. Love the weaponry. Looks super cool. So there is going to be a second wave for the humans, or the Empire as well, so to speak. And we're looking at some Warhawks. Yeah, baby. Some Harakoni, man. So they're going to be coming out soon as well. So we're kind of delivering the forces in different waves and times and areas, so to speak, to make a dynamic battle. We have some Tallarn Guardsmen here in cover. We're going to take a closer look at them. So they remind me of, I think they suit the landscape. They've got kind of a desert camo going. They've got the white headgear, or the sort of the turban in a way. It's kind of interesting. And they've got some unique weaponry to the Tallarn as well. That rifle Looks pretty cool. It's a las rifle as far as I'm concerned. We have a flamer, and we have some regular, more... What do you call a weapon that fires a... I mean, essentially, depending on the matter... Oh, that guy's been wounded. Look, he's like running around bleeding. Oh, he's puking. What happened to him? Is he bleeding out? No, that's puke. Man, I swear to God. Warhammer 40k, man. This mod is crazy, man. They're pushing the boundaries. I don't think he's dead. I think he's been hit by something and he's sick. Well, so here's pretty much the center of the battlefield. I'm going to open up the minimap again. We can see that there are units scattered throughout the field, but we're pretty even now between the Guardsmen and the Tau forces. Oh, I could just tell he was being targeted there by a sniper back here. Dude, these Pathfinders are ruthless. But we should be looking at some Harakoni backup. Yeah, here we go. We got one squad on the left side. They're going to be coming in over these beautiful dunes. Beautiful map here made by GrumpyKittenAce. And then we have another section coming down the center. They're going to be moving into the rocks. And then we should be looking at a third one in the top right here as well. They're making speed, though. They're making quite a lot of distance. Watch out for those Tau snipers, though. You got to stay in cover. So we got some Harakoni Warhawks back here. They look purple. Very cool. We've used mostly Kazarkin previously. If I'm getting the pronunciation right, I do believe I am. But these Harakoni Warhawks don't mess around either, dude. So just I'm not going to break immersion too much, but I just want to try and show this to you guys. Look at that dude. He used jetpack. And he disappeared underground. No, there he is. He emerged again. Yeah, I think it works best on even terrain. Or on a flat surface. But super cool to have, like, jetpacks. I wish the AI would use them automatically. They don't. But, yeah, that's super cool. The next wave of Tallarn Guardsmen have been deployed. And we can tell here. Can you see how fast these Kroot soldiers or creatures or whatever you want to call them are? Like, they're sharpshooters, and they've got weapons that remind me of the kind of rugged Tusken Raider weaponry in a way. They look super cool. Actually, they'd be a great kind of alien force to use on Mars in our, you know, Ivonium Wars series. I guess I'll call it Ivonium Wars. Yeah, there's so much more to talk about when it comes to that series, but I think everyone enjoyed episode 1. It was a slow episode, I will admit. But it was meant to be a story episode. Next ones are going to be more, the intros are going to be shorter. We can focus more on the now, so to speak. I had to lay out 5 years of the past in the first episode and kind of establish a base for what we were about to enjoy. So we're going to be fighting among the ruins here. Hopefully the Tau will actually push us back a little bit, because these ruins, or the rocks here, the high ground looks awesome for a fight. One could say that there's perhaps been people living here previously. I mean, in Warhammer 40k, Mars is certainly colonized. Actually, there's you have the whole tech race kind of allied with the Emperor, but not really fully part of the Empire. They resided on Mars, right? Or was it the Moon? I don't think it was the Moon. I think it was the techs on Mars, if I'm remembering it correctly. It was a while ago since I saw some of those great Warhammer lore videos on YouTube. YouTube really has, like, you could read a lot, but you can find some visually impressive and great videos. I don't know why they're throwing hand grenades back, but perhaps a misthrow, who knows? Maybe started throwing it and then faced the wrong direction, which resulted in a Warhawk dying, but 2 Tallarn Guardsmen still stand. Dude, we're taking cover among the dunes here, and we're being picked off. It's not looking too good over here. The tower is just so disciplined and powerful. But we have numbers. We might be able to pull this back. So we're looking at about, I'm not entirely sure, but we should be outnumbering the Tau like 3 or 4 to 1, so to speak. And that should be fine in terms of balance. How are we doing on this side? Dude, those Tau snipers, man, I keep seeing the reticules, the scopes. Oh no, has he been wounded? No, or is he just sick after seeing his friend, like, disappear completely. I'm not entirely sure I can get behind the targeting of stones here using hand grenades, but oh, there we go. So what do you call that? That's like a gun? I mean, I guess it's a gun, but the last guns and plasma guns and melt guns and all those guns are also guns, right? So everything fires matter in a way. A bullet is in a way matter, right? Because it's consisted of matter, and so is plasma and laser, like a las gun and stuff. Laser and las is the same thing, right? They're called las guns instead of laser guns, but it is just an abbreviation or shortening of it. Oh, plasma grenade up there, cool. I think that was a plasma grenade, but yeah, I'm trying to get that underway. What I'd call them, a gunpowder weapon, because they have gunpowder in them. They fire bullets. I mean, I guess a bullet is more of a projectile than a beam of laser or plasma matter or something like that. I'm not sure. Y'all explain that, and I'll get my words straight. We've got another wave of reinforcements moving up here on the left side. Oh boy, flamethrowers too. Hopefully we get to see some of those in close quarters. Some last guns being quite efficient too, but dude, the Tau Pathfinders are so good. But don't underestimate Tallarn weaponry. Do not underestimate Tallarn weaponry. We have a melt gun here as well. Dude. Oh, and that's a nice gun. Looks like an LMG of sorts. Interesting. Yeah, we're pushing them back on the left flank, sir. Move! Alright, we've got some Kroot. Some Kroot bastards. Look how quick they are. They're excellent marksmen, too. Man, I'm loving this map. It's a good map. Oh, direct hit on a flamethrower. It's great, man. This is awesome. There we go. Let's get some Tallarn firepower downrange, boys. We got some Harakoni moving up the center to support. Love this battle, man. This is awesome. Like in the open like this, on Mars. Or I guess whatever other planet would be on lore-wise, with wherever the Tallarn would be. In a way, the Tallarn kind of look like Taliban. In a way, don't you think? I'm not sure what they're based on. There are super cool other types of kind of human-based units for Warhammer that are based on reality, so to speak, like the Janissaries, the colonial troops like the Brits had during the 1800s, fighting the Zulus and stuff in Rorke's Drift. I'm not sure what they're called in Warhammer 40k, but we have them at our availability. So I would love to use them in like more of a desert, on a desert planet or something like that. I think that would be astonishing. A great experience. Alright, so we got some Pathfinders. Oh man, pushing us back over here. Deadly weaponry. But we're not outmatched. We're just caught off guard a little bit there. We're not in a great position. I think fighting will continue for the rocks up here. There's a lot of troops taking cover everywhere. It's a kind of a... You get the feeling of being one of those grand battles. Let's take a look at the minimap quickly. Let's give an idea of the situation. All the Imperial Guardsmen and the Harakoni Warhawks will be marked in blue in the top left, and you've got the Tau forces in red. Boom. Oh, as soon as you see that reticule, that aim, like when it's fulfilled, the Tau soldier delivers a shot so devastating, nothing can withstand it. I don't even think a Space Marine could survive a shot from one of those guns. It looks like a Gauss rifle almost. You know? Great guns. Love it. Oh, there's some sharpshooting back here too. So their numbers are lesser, of course. Oh, that guy just dodged for cover. Good job. You just survived. Oh, he's being targeted again. Oh! Got some Warhawks back here. So we're a bit outranged. We're waiting for reinforcements. Perhaps we can commit to a push. There we go. Warhawks moving up. Come on, boys. Come on, Harakoni. Come in on the flank. Yeah, they're going to flank around. We've got more troops moving up. Yeah, there we go. Let's open up, boys. Come on. Are we out of range? No, yeah, well, vision is limited here. The dunes are actually quite critical here for cover. See, we get some good shots in. We kill these Pathfinders too. Morale isn't on top. Oh, come on, Harakoni. Get close, man. Finish the deal. Seal the deal, boot. Dude. Hand grenade throwing. What? Ooh. That was, ooh, melt gun. Oh, that's a good hit, boy. Oh, yes. Well, it just, it strengthens my, my hope here for the Tallarn and Harakoni Warhawks. Perhaps they will achieve a victory. We'll have to find out. Oh, they're pushing them back now. Manpower. There's a manpower surge here. A surge in manpower. And reinforcements are joining the fight. Oh man, at that range, they don't stand a chance. Our weapons are way better at close range. But that hand grenade, though. Get to cover! Shit. Dude, so what happened back there is 2 hand grenades were thrown. The plasma grenade is pretty much an instant detonation. The other one failed, but the melt gun dealt with the other guy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, that's good. You gotta, I think Warhammer 40k is becoming my favorite mod. I really think it is. I also want to give a shout out to the team for an amazing mod. And of course, the head of 3D, Neo, his birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday in advance. Hope you have a good one. Your modeling skills are incredible. Very good work. Look, we got cover here. Oh no! The Kroot are so fast and they throw grenades so far. Oh no, a flamethrower blew up. That's gonna incinerate the whole center. Warhammer 40k, man, it's gruesome. And it's lovely. And it's all fictional. Which is nice too. Leaves the whole historical bit out of the picture, which can be nice at times. Be looking forward to a second Battle of Grozny coming out too. I've also got some Donbass crisis conflict material as well. That should be cool. I want to recreate the entire Ukrainian civil war from start to finish, or well, start till present. And it's possible with the Donbass crisis mod. There are so many units. And they're making so many maps. And they're actually making the first map, the first battle, which was a Ukrainian victory in an area near, I think, Donetsk or Donbass in general, yeah. I'm trying to remember. It started with an S, but now I can't remember it. It was a long time ago since I thought about it. But I'd like to finish that series too, or create one in the first place. Okay, so we're skipping around the map a little bit here. I don't mean to be all too jumpy, but we're trying to get some good viewing experiences here. Oh, look at that. It's a long battle. I like long battles. We got some Harakonis moving up to scout ahead. There are no Kroot forces here, but I think we can be looking at some Kroot reinforcements very soon. Another store. Now we're going to be gaining some ground here. Finally. We've finally pushed them back. We've been pushed back near our spawn this whole time. But finally, Harakoni Warhawk soldiers and Tallarn Guardsmen can move ahead. Oh boy. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh no. There's a Tau soldier hiding in the ruins here. And there's a Kroot there too. I think they dealt with him. Nice. Got some Warhawks opening up on these guys here. Good shooting, man. This is awesome. Oh, goodbye, Kroot. Capturing the field now. Look at those Harakonis, man. Going nuts. Hand grenades being thrown. There we go. Tau forces are pushing heavily now on our left flank, or their right flank, so to speak. There's not much resistance here, so they could push through quite heavily. There's hardly any guardsmen here defending. There's a few, but nothing really that can stop the amount of Kroot and Tau forces here. This is a pretty big number, actually. Look at the speed of those Kroot. It's crazy. Or of the Kroot, rather. I'm not sure what the different Kroots or Kroot, I mean, I don't know. Big numbers here of Guardsmen and Warhawks. I think they've cleared it out. Yeah, they're meeting in the center here. No, there's... That's it. But it's not over. It's not game over. Look, the amount of forces fighting back here. They have to relocate. Oh, yeah. A few convincing shots from some Pathfinders back hiding by the rocks here should convince the rest of the force up there that it's not over yet. Man, the powerful weaponry is just astounding. And they're fast to fire too. I mean, a whole platoon of that, it'll kill 200 guardsmen. No joke. Like at range too, they can't even engage from here. Look at that. They're turning into bits. They're not even taking cover. Why are they advancing so slowly? Alright, I think I'm gonna have to just grab some of these guys and send them up, because right now, if I'm not misinformed entirely, there's a small bug they're working out which makes friendly forces focus on the impacts of some weaponry. Like if the Tau fires at a soldier, they'll focus on the impact zone of the round or the shot, and sometimes they will even throw grenades at it, which is why we're seeing people back here look in the wrong direction or not advance, because they're focusing on something close. Look at them. That's a small, minor bug. It's really only being apparent right now. Oh no, it looks like Tau and Kroot soldiers we're retreating on this flank because we're being pushed back. And on the right side here, we're almost a bit paralyzed. Yeah, I don't want to control them too much. I wanted to send them out there to move ahead and kind of fight the enemy, because right now at this range, they can't combat them. So perhaps it's best to retreat. I'm going to make sure I dismiss any squads I might have created while selecting them all, so they should fight more individually. And there we go. We see some return fire. Oh, he just dodged a shot. Not a second time, though. We don't want to advance. There's too much open ground here. I don't know what we're doing, actually. The Tallarn are a little bit, caught off guard here. Our weaponry isn't... Well, we can fight them, but we're going to choose to retreat. We're kind of stopped here in the open. A lack of leadership and indecisiveness kind of made us just get bogged down. And now the very big force we had gathered here just, well, look at the amount of Tau killed here, too. That's a Tau graveyard. Yeah, the amount of forces we had here, the troops, it's just been diminished, decreased severely. And now Tau forces are fighting us back over here again. They're about to capture this site. We might be receiving 1 or 2 more waves of reinforcements. What these guardsmen do is just poorly morale. What are they, like, what is that grenade? It's not going to do anything. I just don't understand. That could be one of those impact things. But we have some troops up here in the ruins, or the, not really ruins, but up by the rocks in the mountains. Tau is gonna kind of snatch a victory here, unless we can somehow get an emergency respawn. But that could have been the last wave. I think there might be one more, but if not, then that is it, my friends. That would be the very last. And the Tau, after a quick human counterattack, seem to be back at it. Oh, that's a friendly fire. That's almost a suicidal grenade. He threw a grenade that got stuck in the mountain, and it ended him. So right now the Tau forces here are just cleaning up the remains. There's a few Warhawks running around here. He's trying to avoid being shot. He's gonna get sniped any second. Oh yeah, there we go. From the left flank. At range too, man. Far away. Cool stuff. You can really tell the numbers certainly doesn't mean it all. And I think that is a Tau victory. I'm not seeing any more Imperial Guardsmen or you know, Tallarn Guardsmen in this case, or Harakoni Warhawks storming the field. So I think that's about it. Let's open up that casualty screen. We're going to mark Tau casualties in red. And lots of Pathfinders dead here. Do we have any Kroots? Hardly any Kroots dead here. There we go. That's a Kroot over there. Tallarn and Harakoni Warhawks scattered around here as well. Tallarn Guardsmen, you name it. But so we did get pretty far here once. Look, we've had casualties all the way up here. Lots of fighting over here. Cool battle, great, fairly even too. Oh, we have a few remaining. Let's watch them try and survive this. I mean, I don't think they're just being cleaned out right now. Do we have any humans left? No, that's it. The Tau are gonna win with just how many? Not many at all. This is how many gather back here by the human spawn after all spawn waves have been depleted. We're looking at less than 20, 30 people, so not a big difference. What a great fight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought there were some super cool moments. If you guys want to see more, let me know. I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.